Well, welcome to Thursday Night the Kingdom Way. As always, Pat and I were just chatting away, and we're chatting away about how we need to be not dogmatic and just, be authentic, be who you are, be willing to
Right.
stand and say your ground, where you're coming from,
Mm-hmm.
and be open to listening to other people and where they're
Mm-hmm.
coming from. Too
Mm-hmm.
often we get so set in our ways, it must be this way. And then we're dismissing other people. We're dismissing their emotions. We're dismissing their beliefs, their perspectives. And the truth is, none of us are 100% right. We're
Right.
doing the best that we can with what we know, with what we've
Mm-hmm.
got. And if we're open to it, we can learn from each other. So for
Mm-hmm.
myself, being carnivore, and even being carnivore, I'm not like a strict just beef and water like some. I'm a little
Mm-hmm.
flexible. I mean, I have coffee still, decaf coffee usually, and
Mm-hmm.
I have spices. And even once in a while, if I'm somewhere and there's a lettuce leaf, I don't really care, you know. Whereas some people would be like, oh my goodness,
Oh yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah.
And then for
Yeah.
yourself, you do Weight Watchers, which you've been doing
Mm-hmm.
faithfully for years. But I'm sure there's been
Mm-hmm.
some times that you might have been just slightly off, but you're still
Mm-hmm.
doing Weight Watchers,
Right.
right?
Yeah, it's called Good
Because we have
Health
to,
Guidelines. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
healthy guidelines.
A little bit of this, a
And
little
then
bit of that, a little bit of this.
that's
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And then we have
Mm-hmm.
others in the group that would prefer to eat only vegetables because
Mm-hmm.
they have a deep caring for animals. And okay, then let's work with that.
Mm-hmm.
We're all on this journey. We're all trying to do our best for
Right.
ourselves, for the environment, and before God.
Mm-hmm.
So we can support each other and listen to each other, no matter where we're coming from. We're big
Absolutely.
girls now, or boys, whatever you are.
Yeah, right. 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 In case. Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have my appointments pretty soon for my. I always get a uh, little
Nervous,
nervous, just a little nervous.
a
Okay,
little
like
nervous.
tomorrow, I'm going to have my blood drawn for that and stuff, and I had my cardiogram and all. And what's the bone one you have? Um,
Osteoporosis,
uh, what's
the bone
bone
density
density
test.
test? Thank you, bone
Mhm.
density test. I can never think of these names, and so. In a couple weeks, I'll be going to my cancer doctor and my PC doctor,
Yeah.
and so I'm getting ready for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm getting tired though, Kathy. I don't know if I'm doing too much for my age. Can you actually do too much for your age? Can you
Well,
wear
I don't
yourself
think
out?
I think people can do too much regardless of your age.
That's true. You're right. You're right. Yes. I was
Yeah.
just talking to
Because
other people. Yeah. And they
mhm.
say, well, I feel the same way as you do. And I'm thinking, she's 30 years old.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Right. You're
So
right.
sometimes we feel like we need to be doing, like these super doings, but we're not created to be super doings. We're
Right.
created to be beings, human
Hmm.
beings.
Hmm.
There's a difference
Hmm.
between doing and being.
Right.
So sometimes it's okay to just be. We don't have to do something all the time. And there's a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of people that feel like, I've got to be doing something. I've got to be doing something. What am I going to do? What am I,
Yeah.
maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. Whereas
Yeah.
just sit and just
Yeah.
be.
Right. And I'm more like that. I'm more like that. That's why I want to get to the doctor and see what he has to say about fatigue. Maybe because of my treatments, the fatigue does get worse. I don't even know if the doctors know. Everybody is different, like you're saying, like we
Yeah.
always say. Everybody
Yeah.
is different. So how can he actually say, oh yeah, that's from that? Well, maybe he will, and maybe he won't. You know what I mean? So I'll just see what he says. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I'm
And even
not.
with treatment, Everyone reacts differently to the
Yeah.
treatment,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think I look too much into things. Are you kind of like that? I look too much into things and try to,
But and that comes back to anxiety and fear. And
okay.
as we said earlier, the Bible says 365 times, fear not. Don't fear,
Yes, yes, yes,
right? If we trust in God, we
yes.
trust in God. And the other lesson for life is to live in the moment, like the here and the now, not living in
Right,
what might be tomorrow.
right.
What's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. And
Yeah,
not to live in the past either. I mean, if you
exactly.
live in the
Yeah,
past, you can get very
yeah.
depressed. Oh, I
Right,
regret I
right.
didn't do this. I should have done that. Oh, I
Yes.
shouldn't have done that mistake. And you start to just bring yourself right down. Or you look into
Yeah.
the future and it's what's going to happen? Oh my goodness, did you hear on the news? This might happen.
Oh,
All
I
that kind of
know.
thing.
Right,
So,
right.
which is ridiculous because God is with us no matter where we
Yeah,
go. He's there.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so to learn to live in this moment
yeah.
and to be grateful for what is in this moment.
Right,
So if we
right.
just stop, I mean, if we want to hear God, we have to slow down to hear him,
Right,
right? Because
right.
we're supposed to just quiet yourself before him. Be
Mm-hmm,
still
mm-hmm,
and know that
mm-hmm,
I am God. That's what he says.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So learning to be in the moment. And if you just quiet yourself in gratitude in this very moment, sit and look around wherever you are at something and be grateful.
Right, right,
And
right.
once you start that
True.
practice of
Mm-hmm.
being grateful, you're going to find one, two, three, four, five, all kinds of things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Really.
Oh, yes. I know. I know. It's true. It's true. I'm like you're saying, I'm too, looking into things too much. Just take life one day at a time. One day at a time. Yeah.
Yep. One day and
Yeah.
one moment at a time.
That's true. That's true.
One
Yeah.
moment at a time.
Yeah. Right.
Just
Right.
living in the present. Even if when you're talking to someone, like right now, I'm talking to Pat. So right now, while I'm talking to Pat, I'm talking to you. I'm
Hmm.
not thinking about what am I going to do tomorrow? Where am I going to go? What's on my grocery list or anything
Right.
else, right?
Yeah.
Um, I do keep lists. And the reason I keep lists is so that I can free my mind so that I can stay present.
Me too. Me too. Yeah. Yeah. I have to have lists. If I don't write it down, forget it. There I go again, worrying then. I worry, you know?
Right. Because then it's going through your mind. It's like, oh, what is it I need at the store again? What do I have to do again? What? But if it's written down, you can kind of take it
Yeah.
from your mind and put
Yeah.
it on the paper. Done. Okay, so that's off
Yeah.
for now. And then
Yeah.
from time to time, check your list. And I check my list, which is on my phone. I check it
Mm-hmm.
however many times a day. If there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing on the list, it's easy to check.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And what I do, I down myself too much that, maybe I forgot something or maybe I didn't say this right or you know what I mean? I do that to myself. And the gal that I work with or for, I'm her helper. She even tells me that sometimes, because I make a mistake and I get all hyper about it. You know what I mean? She's, Pat, you made a mistake. So what? You know?
So what? We have
Yeah.
all made mistakes. And
Yeah.
and that's something that we need to do is just, you make a mistake, you own up to it, you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a little quote I came across. So here this morning, I had to take my car in, and I started early. 7 o'clock, I left. The car was in for 8 o'clock, and I'm trying to find this at the same time, and I was getting it detailed, and I left it there for a very long time till actually about quarter after one before I got the car back. And I underlined that in this book. So let's see if I can find it because it was really good. Anyway, I picked up a book. So I had to go to a bookstore. I didn't have to go to a bookstore, but I went to a bookstore and picked up this book by Brene Brown. Now I really like Brene Brown. There's a good YouTube out there on vulnerability. and this one is really on being authentic. And in being authentic, we need to, I really want to find that. Yeah, right here. So on being authentic, these are some of the things that she uses this acronym, BRAVING, BRAVING. So being in the wilderness is when you're just going to be yourself. That's all. And God never wants you to be someone else. You don't have to fit into the crowd. You just be you. They're either going to love you or hate you. And I remember my mentor years and years ago saying that they'll love you, Cathy, or they'll hate you, one or the other. Like, don't worry about it. Just be an ambassador for Christ. That's who you actually are, wherever you go. So she talks about trusting others, boundaries. So we're looking at the acronym BRAVING, boundaries. You respect your boundaries. And when you're not clear about what's okay and what's not okay, you ask. You're willing to say no. Right? No. That's a full sentence. So if someone asks you to do something, you can say no. They can like it, not like it. That's not your problem. Reliability. You do what you say you'll do. Very important. So stay aware of your competencies. Like, you're not going to say that you're going to do something that you're not competent to do. So stay aware of your competencies and your limitations so you don't overpromise and you're able to deliver on commitments and balance competing priorities. Which I think we were talking about that a little bit earlier too, in that we do too much. We've been doers instead of just human beings.
Yes.
Next is accountability. Own your mistakes, right? No big deal. You did it. Well, maybe it is a big deal. Maybe you did do something bad, but hey, we all have.
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't do it deliberately, or hopefully you haven't done things deliberately. But, maybe you had a big bag of milk or something and it spilt at work. Well, I'm sorry, it was me. I did it. And the owner should understand that. I mean, obviously, if you're doing it all the time, that's a different story. But own your mistakes, right? Apologize. I'm so sorry that I did whatever I did. And then make amends where you can. Next is vault, DAULT, like a safety deposit box kind of thing, but vault. You don't share information or experiences that are not yours to share. Now, I've been guilty of that. I had, years ago, I had my one daughter had told me that my other daughter was expecting a baby, but the other daughter hadn't told me. So I went to her and said something. It wasn't my information to share. It was her information to share with me. So just knowing that, right? So I need to know that my confidences are kept and that you're not sharing with me any information about other people that should be confidential. So if other people are sharing with us, then we need to set them straight. Hey, that's theirs. That's their story. Let them tell their story. It's not for us to go spreading gossip about this, that, or the other.
Oh, yeah.
Next is integrity. You choose courage over comfort. You choose what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy. And you choose to practice your values rather than simply professing them. Right?
That's a big one too.
Integrity, walking in integrity. How many people today have forgotten that word and forgotten to walk in it?
Yep.
Non-judgment. I can ask for what I need, and you can ask for what you need. We can talk about how we feel without judging the other person. And the last is generosity. You extend the most generous interpretation possible to the intentions, words, and actions of others. And then there's a little questionnaire here, a self-trust.
Oh,
so
really?
that's about trusting other people. And this one is about trusting ourselves. Because
Oh,
sometimes we don't trust ourselves.
right, right, right,
Sometimes we put ourselves down.
right.
And she says, I can't imagine anything more important in the wilderness than self-trust. Fear will lead us astray, and arrogance is even more dangerous.
Mm-hmm,
If you reread this checklist and change the pronouns, you'll see that braving, that same acronym,
mm-hmm.
BRAVING, also works as a powerful tool for assessing our level of self-trust. So B, did I respect my own boundaries? Was I clear about what's okay and what's not okay? If it's not okay for somebody to just walk in your house and say hi, then you have to make it clear that, hey, I would like you to call ahead first.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They might not like that. Doesn't matter if they like
No,
it or not. That's your boundary.
no. Right, right, right.
R, was I reliable? I want other people to be reliable, but was I reliable? Did I do what I said I was going to do? Or did I say it and then call them up? It's like, oh, can't do it. I'm busy. I got to do this, that, or the other. Like, I know legit emergencies happen, but sometimes people will just cancel because they feel like doing something different.
And
That means they're
sometimes you'll
not
meet
reliable.
somebody. Yeah. Sometimes you'll meet somebody and they'll say, well, we're going to have to do this. And you never hear from them again.
That's right.
Right? Why do they
So
even say that?
So if you say that you're
Yeah,
going to meet someone, hey, we need to
yeah,
get together. Now, I did
yeah.
this with my accountant last year, and we were talking. We said, "Oh, we need to get to go together." We did the year before, but not. We didn't get together to do anything like go for coffee or something. She said, "Yeah, maybe
Mm-hmm,
we should coffee or maybe a meal or something." So I
mm-hmm.
have it booked for next week. I will be
Ah,
there, unless there's something really serious. But
mm-hmm.
otherwise, I'll be there. I called her up and I said, hey, remember, let's go.
Okay, okay.
And sometimes people will sit back and say, well, why don't they call me?
No.
Well, you know what? Someone has to make the call.
Yeah,
Someone needs to ask. And
right.
they're probably sitting there wondering, why won't she ask me?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Or he, whatever, right?
That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
And I see that
mm-hmm.
happen in the church oftentimes too. I've been coming here for 3 weeks and nobody even said hi to me. Well, did you say hi to anybody?
Right, right, right.
Or people that
Yeah.
have been coming for years. Nobody's ever invited me for lunch. Did you invite anybody over for lunch? Right?
Mm-hmm.
We're always waiting for the other person to do it. But what's
Right.
wrong with us? We can do
Yeah,
that. And will
yeah.
we be rejected by someone? Yeah, very possible, but maybe
Right,
not. And it
right.
doesn't really matter. It matters that you reached out and you asked.
Yeah, Kathy, when I say hello to somebody, I always smile. You know, I smile a lot.
Yes, yes,
Right? And but some people don't smile back. They'll just
that's
hello,
right. Sometimes they
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. But
And
that
but we
doesn't
don't
bother me.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we don't know
Mm-mm.
what that smile might mean to them.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
actually heard someone who one time was going to commit suicide, basically, and there was somebody had smiled at them that day and said something, "What a
Yeah,
beautiful day it is today," and
right.
then the person changed their mind.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
right.
their perspective suddenly changed.
Changed. Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that goes along with positive attitude too. I don't know if I'm right or
Yes,
not, but positive thinking, positive attitude, and that's what we were taught. That's what I was taught as a leader for Weight Watchers, that I had to teach people to have a positive attitude. And
absolutely.
you can even tell, and I'm sure you can too, in talking to people, whether they have a positive attitude or not. You know what I mean? You can actually
That's
tell
yeah,
sometimes. Mhm. Yeah.
yeah. It will come out pretty quickly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm. It is
and
important.
not everything in life is positive.
Oh no.
But
Mm-mm.
usually, even when there's something bad going on, there's a quote silver lining. There's something
Mm.
good that you can look at, even in a bad
Exactly.
situation.
Right, right.
So the next letter is A, accountability. Did I hold myself accountable? You know, we can be accountable to other people, but we need to be accountable to ourselves. I mean, here in this group, we're looking at making changes in our life, growing closer to the Lord, um,
Mhm.
eating well
Mhm.
according to our plans, walking, fitness, whatever it is. And yeah,
Right,
I could be
right.
accountable to Pat, but what about being accountable to myself?
Hmm. Hmm.
Otherwise, am I a person of integrity? If I tell myself, I'm going to do this tomorrow, and then the next day it's like, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't know if I should bring this up or not, but uh, what I learned about myself, I was married 34 years, and I had to get a divorce because of my nervousness about, like what you're saying. I wasn't being accountable to myself. I was only being accountable to other people. And codependency is that
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
exactly. And I had to read up on it and everything else, and I did. And I went to counseling about it. And now I became a different person, to tell you the truth, because of that. And like we're talking about being a happier person and everything, well, that's what it did. It made me a happier person that I could be accountable to myself also, not just,
Mhm.
fix everything for everybody else or, listen to everybody else. But sometimes you have to look into yourself, like you're just explaining there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And then vault, V. Did I
Hmm.
respect the vault and share appropriately? You know, you've been given confidences from people. Sometimes they don't say, oh, please keep this confidential. Sometimes you just know that's something you shouldn't be repeating. In
Oh,
fact, why
yeah.
do you repeat anything that it's somebody else's story?
Right.
You
Right.
know, they got a new
Yes.
car. Fine, that's their story to tell, not
Right.
yours.
Right.
It doesn't
Hmm.
have to be a big thing, but
Hmm.
anything is their
Right.
story. If they
That's
want you to
true.
know, they'll tell you, you know.
Right.
So, and
Right.
sometimes people will try to draw you in the middle, especially in family situations. Like they haven't got the information directly from the person, so they
Mm.
come to you because they know you probably know.
Oh, no. Okay. See, I don't have a big family, so I don't have too much
I
of
have a
that.
big
Oh my
family.
gosh.
I have a big
Yes.
family, and I'm sure that happens at times.
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
and in the
Hmm.
past, I have shared, and I'm like, no way,
Yep.
it's not
Yep.
happening.
Hmm.
It's it's not my story. If they want
Yeah.
you to know
Yeah.
that, let you know.
True.
Um,
True.
but I don't say that. But
No.
so I'm just saying, respect the vault and share
Hmm.
appropriately.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I did I act from my integrity? So always being a person of integrity. If you say you're going to do something, you do it, you're honest, you like an honest weight, you know. So that's what they would have in the marketplace. So if you say you're selling them a pound, you sell them a pound
Oh, yeah.
of something, right? Not 15
Yeah.
ounces, it's a
No.
pound. Now, a lot
Hmm.
of people, a lot of companies today do not have integrity,
Right. Isn't that
right?
the
But we
truth?
need to have integrity in everything that we do.
Hmm.
And did I ask for what I needed? N for needed. Did I ask for what I
Hmm.
needed?
Hmm.
You know, if you just need someone to listen, it's like, tell them, I just need someone to listen to me.
Right, right, right.
And was I non-judgmental about needing help? If you need help, ask for help
Hmm.
and don't judge yourself about it.
Right.
Just, it's okay.
Hmm.
It's okay to need help. We all need help sometimes.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then G, was I generous towards myself?
Hmm.
We can be generous with others, but are we generous with ourselves?
Right.
But anyway, I haven't read the entire book, but it is a good book.
It is.
And but Brene Brown has a lot of excellent things to say and bring it right down to earth.
Hmm. Hmm.
But her video
Yeah.
on YouTube on vulnerability, it's no, it was
Vulnerability.
on TED Talk, vulnerability TED or something like that.
Okay.
Excellent video.
Wow.
And really it's
Wow.
about allowing yourself to be seen, because so often we veil ourselves. We put this face on, here you are, say in the church. And I've seen people do it. They have a huge fight before going to church. And then the couple, they walk into church and they're all
Right.
lovey-dovey, right?
Right.
But they're not. They're putting on a
Right.
front.
Yeah.
So get rid of the fronts that you put on,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and just be who you are. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. A lot of
So
things
anyway,
you read there hit home. A lot of
yeah,
things
that's
you
how
read
I
there
spent
hit.
my day.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got good material out there.
Right.
And of course, the good material comes from where you've actually experienced in life, from what you've experienced, right? It's not from just reading someone else's material. It's
Right.
your own experience. And I think was it Wayne Dyer or something like that? Can't remember his name. And I'm not sure if that's the right person anyway. But Lessons from the Park Bench or something like that. Somebody would know what the name of that is. But this guy was homeless and he was living on a park bench. And as he was living there, his eyes just were opened. And he's like, wow, looking at all these people going by, really going nowhere, doing nothing. They're wasting their time. They're running themselves ragged. And he's looking at the beauty that he sees around him, the birds and the trees and the breeze and the living in the moment. There's a lot lessons that we can learn every single day if we allow ourselves to learn. I know most people that are in this group, or most people in general, love animals. Well, there are lessons that we can learn from our animals in the way that they interact and what they do. I actually did a video. It's somewhere on, I'm pretty sure there's one on my YouTube, The Kingdom Way, and it's lessons from the cats. And the lesson from the cats is you play hard and you rest hard. The other thing is they fight and they're best friends. How many times have you seen, particularly women or girls, and they fight and then they hold a grudge like forever?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Life is too short for that. Guys are smarter than that. Most
Right.
guys, even if they have a fight, it could be a brutal fist fight. Like, I mean, I've got twin boys. I mean, sometimes I wonder how they survived. But anyway, but then again, at the end of the fight, they say, hey, you want to go out? Like, as buddies.
Yeah.
We're like, I don't understand this.
Right.
So
Right.
lessons from the boys.
Right. That's for sure. Oh my gosh.
You ready for our book?
Yeah. Ready for the book.
So it's 7:45 already. Oh, well.
Is it really?
It really is. Got sidetracked. That's okay.
Okay.
I have called you by name. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. No harm shall come to you, for those who are with you are more than those against you. You are surrounded and protected by a great host of heavenly angels. If you could see them, you would take courage. Today you can say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid of what man can do to me. Though you stumble, you will not fall. Neither shall you be ashamed or disgraced. For I, the Lord your God, hold you by your right hand and say to you, do not fear, for I am with you. In all these things, you are more than a conqueror in me. Isn't that something?
That is the truth. You know, that he was with us even before we were born.
That's right. Even
That
before
is
we were born.
amazing. We were
Hmm.
chosen. We were
Yep.
chosen. Sure, we have to obey what he feels is right, okay, because he's God. But still, if you are, that's why I love to go to Bible study, and I did get a chance to do that when I was younger. But now I'm really taking that in and
Right.
learning about
Well,
different things. Yes. Yeah.
yeah. What I find amazing here, I have called you by name, and it says,
hmm
fear not. Is that not what we were talking about earlier? So many times we are in this group and we're
hmm
talking about something, and I've never read it in advance. I just get to the next page. I never
Yeah.
read in
Yeah.
advance, whatever the next
Right.
page is. This happens to be the next page. It was 99.
hmm hmm
And we're talking about the stuff that happens in the world. They try to impose fear on you all the time, but it says,
Right.
no harm shall come to you. No harm shall come
Yes.
to you.
Yes. hmm
For those that are with you are more than those that are against you.
hmm hmm
The heavenly angels. You're surrounded by a host of heavenly angels.
hmm
And if you could actually see them with your eyes, you would take courage. I mean,
Right.
they are equipped to defend you.
Right. Right.
And the Lord is our helper. We know that. He's helped us
hmm
over and over and over again in the past. Though we've gone
hmm
through pain and suffering, even in the pain and suffering, he was always, always there.
Right. Right. Right.
So we don't need to be afraid of what someone could do to us
Right. And
or
what I
some
recognized,
disease.
yes, yes, what I recognized in my life, since I looked into, the word more, was how many people are sent to me. Even you, Kathy, meeting you. Okay. We are miles and miles and miles apart. Okay.
Yep.
But people are sent to me to give me joy, to educate me
Yep.
in different
Yep.
things. Okay. And to help me, to help me. And
Absolutely.
I recognize that and I believe that wholeheartedly, and the people that aren't in that way, okay, I don't, I'm sorry, stay away, from some people. I'm sorry, I
Hmm.
have to say that because of that. You know what I mean? That
Yep.
person wasn't sent to me, okay? Maybe
Yep.
it's sent to somebody else,
Yep.
but he's not sent to me. So I just look for people that are sent to me. Does that make sense at all? I don't know.
Well, and people are sent to you. There's a saying that says, when the student is when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Well, I don't think
Oh,
it's just a student or a
right.
teacher, but I think when we're
Yeah.
ready for a relationship, we're ready to hear something from another person, we're
Yeah.
ready. That's when the person comes.
Right,
You didn't
right,
make all the
right.
changes in your life in one moment, in one day.
Right, right,
Been
right.
many people that have come across your path over the years, and something was brought into your life at that time because God had a
hmm
purpose for bringing that person in your life and whatever it is that they contributed to you
Correct,
at that
correct.
time.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
it's
Yep.
just and it's
It's
God that
amazing.
orchestrates it all, right? It's God that orchestrates it all.
Oh,
We
I didn't hear
plan.
the first part. Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
yes. So he brings the right person
Oh,
at the right
yes,
time for the right reasons.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. That's what he's saying there, in fact. I am here to help
absolutely.
you. Nothing's going
I'm
to get
here to
in.
help you.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. That's
And
exactly
the
what he's
next,
saying.
the next paragraph says, "Though you stumble, you will not fall."
Mm,
So we've all stumbled,
I'll say.
right? We're like, oh
Mhm.
man, messed that up.
Yep,
You trip over yourself, you trip over your words, or whatever. You
yep.
trip over all sorts of things in life, and
hmm hmm
yeah,
hmm
but you won't fall because He's going
Right.
to be right there to lift you up again.
hmm hmm hmm
Whether
Yep.
your faith is wavering or whatever's happening,
In your
He'll lift
life.
you up
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
hmm hmm
And he says,
Yeah.
don't be ashamed or disgraced. Oftentimes we put that shame on ourselves. We're ashamed of something we did.
Yes.
We're ashamed of something we said. Those kind of fears.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't need to
Mm-hmm.
be ashamed. It just is
Mm-hmm.
what it is. And we're going to give it to the Lord and move on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of the things that people get trapped in so often is feeling inferior. I mean,
I was just going to say that.
look at Pat. She's spoken to all these groups and everything. Wow, she's amazing. And then we start to look at ourselves and think, oh,
Yes.
you're just a
Yes.
loser. Nobody
Yeah.
accepts you. I'm not
Right.
enough. I don't do enough. I don't have
Yeah.
enough. I'm just
I'm
not
not,
enough. And we put
I would
ourselves
always down
down.
myself. I'm not educated enough. That's what I was down myself. I don't do that much anymore, though. I don't do that much
That's
anymore.
good.
You know,
That's
I'm
good.
educated in some things that I'm supposed to be educated in. That's what I
Absolutely.
have to think about, right? Yes.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
that's the whole point of being authentic. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be anything more than what we are.
Right. Right. It's true.
What
Hmm.
we are is sufficient.
Yeah.
We are enough.
Yeah. And so many
We're,
people don't feel that way. Yeah.
so many people don't feel that way. You're
Right.
exactly right. Right?
Right.
They put themselves down
Yes.
and they say, I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I
Yeah.
can't do that like they can
I can't
do.
do
And,
this. Right. Hmm.
and they're comparing themselves to another person.
Hmm.
But that's not the way to
Mm-mm.
do it. The person
Mm-mm.
to compare yourself, if anything, would be Christ, and we're all going to fall short of his glory, right?
Hmm.
Because that's what
Yeah.
we're wanting to attain to. But
Right.
we're
Right.
not that person. We
Right.
will never be that person.
Mm-mm.
So we need to just look at ourselves. Are we
Hmm.
being the best version of
Right.
ourselves
Right.
now?
Right.
And if we're
Right.
not, what part of ourselves do we want to improve? And we can start
Hmm.
working on improving that part, whether it's
Right.
physical, emotional, mental, social, whatever it is, we can work
Hmm.
on that. But
Hmm.
we're not accountable to work on anybody else. And
Right.
we're a creation of God. We are his child. Those that believe on Jesus Christ as their Savior are children of God. Now,
Right.
every
Right.
person on earth has been created in God's image. That is true.
Hmm.
But we are not all gods like some people think. We
Mm-mm.
are created in the image of God.
Hmm. 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 Right.
So we shouldn't
Right.
be putting ourselves down because really it's kind of like slapping God in the face and saying, well, you're not good enough. You didn't make me good enough.
Ah, I never thought of it that way.
And
Yeah.
but he
Hmm.
did. But he
Hmm.
did. And there are some things that you're really good at that I'm not. And there's some things that I'm good at that you're not. And
Right.
whatever,
That's the way
it's
it's
all
supposed
good.
to be. Yeah, it's all
That's the
good,
way it's
right?
supposed to be.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Hmm.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Don't ask me to
Hmm.
boil an egg correctly. It's either green or it's raw. So many times I actually like I'll fry an egg, but I forget I'm frying the egg. And so I come back, it's like, whoops, that's cooked. Or else I say, oh, I mean, forget it. I am
I'm
not a
not good
cook.
at eggs either. I'm
I
not good
am
at
not a
eggs.
cook.
Oh,
Don't
you're
ask
not a
me to
cook at
cook.
all. Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can fry it good enough for me,
Yeah.
but not maybe good enough for someone else.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's not your, forte. Something
It
else
is not
is.
my forte. The next line
Mm.
said, for I, the Lord your God, hold you by your right hand and say to you, do not fear, for I am with you.
Yeah.
The right hand is actually the hand of authority.
Really?
It's the hand of authority. You know, Jesus sits at the right hand of God the Father,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
right? But
Yes.
God says he's holding us by our right hand because he's the authority. So we're
Hmm.
trusting in that. We're trusting in that all the time.
Hmm.
And that's why we don't need to be afraid because he's always with us.
Hmm.
And the last line, I love it. In all these things, you are more than a conqueror in me. There's a song out there. like that. We've been made more than conquerors. And it is on YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't play it here because YouTube will cut me if I play it. But we've been made more than conquerors. And it's just a really good song. I can't remember who sang it or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But today we had a very different hour, Pat,
Yes, we did.
because we
Yes,
never
we
got to
did.
the book. We got to Brene Brown's book,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Mm-hmm.
really good. And maybe
But
if
we
I can
learned a
find
lot.
it, we learned a lot. And
Yeah.
the book, oh, here's the book. It went flying because the cats were there. So if
Mm-hmm.
anyone's interested, Brene Brown, Braving the Wilderness,
Mm-hmm.
an excellent book. Like I said, it's not a Christian book per se, but it's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's a worthwhile read. I'm glad I
Mm-hmm.
picked it up.
Right, right.
So let's close and pray, Pat.
Okay. Okay.
And thanks for coming. Father
Thanks
God,
for
I
having
thank you.
me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you, Lord, for leading me to this book. As I was out there today, wandering and walking, and wandered into a bookstore. Lord, you never leave us in the wilderness, like you never left Jesus in the wilderness. You were with him every step of the way, every day of his life, even in his death. And we know, Lord, because of that you're with us always, that you bring into our lives the people that we need when we need them. You bring into our lives the provision that we need when we need it. You're not anxious about having for the next day or the day after, but sufficient is the day, sufficient is today. Just as you fed the children of Israel when they were in the desert, what they needed, the manna for that day. Lord, thank you that you give us what we need each and every day. And for these appointments coming up for Pat, I pray, Lord, that you give her a real peace so she doesn't even have to think about it, focus on it, but just give it to you because you're already there. You're there without any time restraint in the past, in the future, and in the now. Teach us, Lord, how to live in the now, to be present in the now, that we would have the ears to hear your voice and the heart, Lord, and the mind to obey it. We ask your blessing upon this week in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Well, thanks for being here, Pat. It was a good
Thank you.
hour. Talk to you later.
Absolutely. Learned a
All
lot.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.